All right, Vic. Now hear me out.
Go
Got a
on.
question for you, my brother. That's weird. You're my brother. Yeah, I have a question for you. So Kill asked me this question earlier, and like it was a good question. So I was like, let me ask it on the podcast. So the question is, would you rather have a personal chef for the rest of your life, or a personal chauffeur for the rest of your life?
Ooh. That's tough.
Yeah, when she asked me the question, I was like, yo, well, actually, both of those are really good.
Because I hate driving, and I hate cooking.
Yes. So
I don't know which is worse.
What would it be, Vic?
Ooh. Like the so the chef. Do I still have to, like, I obviously still have to buy the groceries and
Yeah, I
stuff?
think you still gotta buy the groceries. They just do all the cooking. And the chauffeur, I assume, you still gotta get gas.
And it's still like my car, right? Like I'm still like paying it off and stuff, or
I guess so.
like I provide him with the car.
Yeah, you provide with the car, and they just do the driving. That's just their profession that you don't charge for.
Is he like if I tell him to speed, is he gonna speed?
I assume so. He works for you, so I don't know if he's gonna like basically break the law, to drive you where you need to go. Because what happens if he goes to jail? He told me to do it. They would be like, "Well, you're driving though, so."
Oh no, I think I'm leaning towards the chef just because, like, I mean, I don't like driving, I don't like cooking, but I'm a better driver than I am a cook.
Okay.
So like, with the chef, he can probably make me stuff that I probably don't want to take the time to learn how to make, or don't even know how to make. And so if he just provides me with like a list of what he needs, and I just get that for him, I think I'll be set.
Now, what if the chef overdoes it? Like they out here making garnishes and shit for food. He's like, bro, I just wanted a hamburger.
Right?
It's like a hamburger with couscous or whatever. I don't know, like whatever they throw in there. It has pickled relish. It's drizzled with your finest fondue. And he's like, bro, I just wanted a hamburger. You could just do like meat, cheese.
No, I know what you mean. Like, if he just keeps it simple, just keep it simple.
He's like, just do what I want. Like,
right, just make sure when I'm hungry, there's food.
Dang.
That was a little harsh, but
it's like you didn't even ask if can you cook? It's just, why is there not food? I'm hungry now. Okay.
Is this like, are they available 24/7?
Yes, they're yours. As bad as that sounds.
Well, yes, I just feel like, I mean, is that how people live, like professional cooks?
I don't know.
It's not 24/7, is it?
I don't know. I don't think it's 24/7.
I think they probably come in the morning.
Some people move. I've known some people that actually move their chefs into their house and provide housing and stuff, but you don't have to. No. Maybe you have like a set time you want to keep them there, and same for your driver.
Yeah, with driver, I don't know, it'd be kind of weird. Like, up 3 o'clock, let's go to Whataburger.
That's what they're there for.
I know, but yeah, that's definitely why I'm leaning towards chef, just because I don't like driving, but I can do it. Plus, Leslie drives most of the time, so shout out to Leslie.
He said he already has a chauffeur. What you mean? He doesn't need another driver. When I was asked this question, it was kind of hard for me because I think I was leaning towards chef also. I don't mind.
Wait, do they do the dishes?
I don't think so. They just cook, bro. They're the chef.
That's probably a lot of dishes.
Not a maid. Let's just say for this, they do clean the dishes. They clean the dishes. They cook. They clean.
Okay.
Just the dishes though. They don't go around the house cleaning up. They're the chef. They clean up after their mess. Same with your driver. Your driver, they drive, and they also I guess, let's say they fill up the gas.
That's the only thing I can think of. Yeah.
But I think when I was asked the question, I kind of was leaning towards that also. I don't mind cooking. I don't, there's certain stuff that I don't mind learning, or cooking is definitely one of those things that if you know it, you know. If you don't, then you don't.
Yeah.
And it's very time consuming in its own way. But there is the other side of that where driving is very time consuming, and I don't know if I always want to be the driver. Like, say for instance, say, well, you don't have to work, drive to work, but I drive to work early. If I could have a driver drive me to work and I could be asleep the whole time, oh man, that changes everything.
That's a game changer.
That's a game
honestly.
changer. And same going home from work. Like, I don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. Say if I drink too much at whatever, I always have a personal driver that could take me home. Or any kind of instance where I do too much of something and I just don't want to drive.
Yeah,
I have that available to me. So I don't know. I think I was leaning more towards having a driver. That just seems one of those things. But I do enjoy driving sometimes. So if I had to say if I enjoy driving or cooking more, I would probably say I don't enjoy neither like that. So, but probably Kayla does most of the cooking. So there's that. But man, it'd be nice to have somebody who could do dishes. Man, I might have to go with you on that. But man, having a personal driver would be great.
It would be great. I mean,
especially the late nights that we be having and stuff. I'm gonna go with driver. Final answer, driver. I just think about the late nights and stuff, man, where I feel like I'm kind of dozing off. I'd rather have a driver. I can deal with the cooking.
I mean, I definitely get your point. It's definitely tempting to go with the driver. Well, I think I'm gonna stick with the chef just because, like I said, I'm not the cook. I mean, Leslie's not that much either. And just to have someone there that I could try like
knows what they're doing.
Yeah, and I could try like new recipes and stuff like that. Like,
I think you're not gonna try any new foods.
Well, like like fancy chicken or something. No marinara, like I don't know, put sauce on it or something.
What you say, marinara?
Yeah, don't they have marinade? Something chicken.
Marinated?
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Marinara, like the pizza sauce, like marinara.
Exactly. I don't know what I'm talking about. That's why I need a chef.
That's why you need a chef to figure it out for you. Yeah. There's that. But what if they're not? Okay, so what if the chef is not like 5 stars?
I just need 3 stars.
What if,
probably cheaper too.
Well, you have to pay for the free.
Oh, okay.
But what if this is like, yeah, they cook for you, but it's not good food. It's just like, well, it's food.
Like they don't season.
Yeah, they don't season their food. It's like, it's food. I'm still a chef. And
I think this chicken's cooked all the way.
Like, would that change anything for you? Or like,
okay,
what if your driver was like not that great, but at the end of the day, he's just driving.
If they were mediocre, both of them, I'd probably go driver.
Okay. But if they're pros, you're gonna cook.
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna have Gordon Ramsay, and they're calling you an idiot sandwich because you don't know taste. What do you mean you don't like it? Your peasant taste buds are. But yes, final answer for me would be driver and Vic,
chef,
and I guess we'll put a poll out.
Yes,
put a poll out, and you guys let us know what you think and what your favorite. What you would choose out of the two?
Your favorite.
I was like, your favorite. My bad. But what would you choose out of the two? But going from that, Vic, you ready to get the podcast started?
Let's do it.
All right, bet. Getting the podcast started in 3, 2, 1. What up, everybody? This is your boy Chris.
And this is Vic.
And welcome to Now Hear Me Out. This is episode number 58. And welcome to the podcast. If you guys are watching right now, make sure you guys click on that subscribe button and click on that bell notification so every time we post, you get notified. So, Vic, you have any updates for this week, my friend?
I do. So Thursday date night. I've been trying to do like a paint night, date night forever, like at home, but watch a YouTube video and like do the painting.
Like Bob Ross.
Okay, I guess kind of, but like kind of like painting with a twist. Like
Okay.
you,
You
like
was
one of those
drinking?
painting places. Well, no, well, we didn't even have that paint night. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Because like we were setting stuff up, and then Leslie was like, "Yeah, we don't have that many brushes." Because I feel like we had some, and then like we used them, and they got out like rusted and stuff. So I was like, ugh. So we just ended up playing some video games,
Okay.
which is always fun
Yeah.
until
that was
Leslie
great.
starts yelling at me.
You must have been playing
Overcooked,
Overcooked.
yeah. And then on Friday we didn't do much. Saturday went to garage sales for the first time in like 3 weeks, which was nice. Got up early, hit them garage sales. Found some good finds. And then after that, later that night, we went to one of our friends' concerts. Shout out to Faith.
Shout out Faith.
Yeah, it was a pretty good concert. I mean, that's the first time I saw her music, and it was good.
The Neon in Red and the 808 Saints.
And then after that, a group of us went out to IHOP. So it was a late night. I haven't had like a late night like that in a while.
That was a late night.
It was a late night, bro.
I forgot all about that night too. Man.
I don't think we got home till like what, like 2?
Yeah, we didn't leave there. It's like 1ish, like
Yeah,
1:30.
And then I had to turn around that Sunday morning because we had a like a workout. I don't know what you call it, like a double day.
Yeah, it was like a workout double day. It was weird. Yeah.
Yeah, so we ended up going to the gym together. Me and Leslie went to the gym with Kristen and Kayla. Met up at the gym, did a little workout. Which is, it was cool, like to motivate each other. So,
Yeah.
And then it's funny because after that, we went our separate ways. Then we met up again later that night.
Literally.
we went to Free Play, which is like a, I don't know how, just like an arcade.
There's like a cidercade, or yeah, it's an arcade that has food and
Yeah,
cider.
it's
and
chill.
beer.
You pay a flat fee and you get to
Free-
play all the
you
like
get
the
free
retro
play.
games.
You get free play of everything.
You know what's funny though? I started a tab there, and I never started a tab anywhere. Usually I just like close out. I pay every time I go to the bar. I just close it out. For some reason I don't know why, but they asked if I wanted to start a tab. I was like, sure, why not?
You say he balling today.
And then your boy forgot his card. And it's still there actually. I probably should go get that. But yeah, anyways. After that, we decided to go to Pluckers.
Yep.
Turned out to be like kind of another late night.
Yes,
for a
it's
Sunday. It's like,
another late night, which in turn I feel like that that was a late night because of our server. Like,
Yeah.
even though we're still having a good time with each other, but like she just was not that attentive and wasn't really like asking, "Hey, y'all ready to close out?" And I kept trying to get her attention, but she just was just like looking past me. I was just like, whatever.
Yeah, definitely for sure. But it was fun. We had a good time.
Yeah, it was really great.
I should definitely go get my card, but
You still ain't got it?
no, I still haven't got it. It's still there. They probably, I think after a while they just throw it away or cut it and throw it away or something.
You should be okay to get it still.
I don't know. I'll get it tomorrow, maybe.
Get your card before they do cut it.
Well, what about you? How was your week?
My week was basically the same as yours. It was pretty good. So our date night, fuzzy to me. I don't remember. I just know we did something. But other than that, on Friday, me and Kayla went on a double date with one of her friends. We went to Dallas. They had like a little salsa dancing thing going on in the little main park. I forgot what that park's called.
Clyde.
Yeah, the Clyde Warner Park. So they had like a little dance session thing. So we went out there, did some salsa dancing, and then after that we went to this bar to basically just talk, and it was like a whole reconnecting thing. It was really fun. We had a good time. After that, went home. So that was actually kind of late for us too. But that, it was like super late, but it was pretty late. But then on Saturday, we had our baby shower to go to. It was our neighbor's baby shower. They invited us over literally right across the street. And so we went over there, chilled over there for a while. And then after that, we came home, got ready, and went to Face concert. Great concert. And then basically everything Vic said from Saturday and Sunday, I did the same exact thing. There was literally nothing different for us. So yeah, that's kind of the weekend. And there's nothing else to really say. So yeah. We have a lot of birthdays coming up this week.
Do we? Like who?
We really do. Well, I know I do for sure. But my birthday's tomorrow.
Oh, is it?
Yes, it is.
No.
My birthday's tomorrow. We had a friend's birthday that was yesterday. One of our friends, Addison. You don't know Addison. That's one. Well, you should have met Addison probably. It's one of Kayla's friends.
Probably.
Yeah,
Sounds
probably.
familiar.
But Addison, it was his birthday yesterday, so happy birthday to you, Addison. Gabrielle's birthday is on the 16th, so happy birthday, Gabrielle. So when this comes out, it'll be your birthday. And then we have another person's birthday on the 17th, Natalie, which is one of Kayla's friends as well. And so happy birthday to you as well. And so it's
Yes, just his birthday field, bro.
yeah. And then this Saturday, I'm having my little party for my birthday as well. So there's that. But we'll talk about that next week. But other than that, yeah, that's everything. Yeah. You have anything else you want to add?
Now let's hop into the stories.
Cool.
So, as a newly fresh homeowner, I'm gonna ask you a question. Would you allow a company to release 100 cockroaches into your house for $2,000?
I wouldn't even allow them to release 100 people into my house for $2,000. You get 100 cockroaches.
So yeah, this company, the headline reads: company offers homeowner $2,000 to release 100 cockroaches into house. A pest control company is offering homeowners in the United States $2,000 in exchange for releasing 100 cockroaches into their house to test out experimental pest control methods. They are seeking 5 to 6 homeowners, and the trial is going to last for 30 days. And if the pest control company said that if their new method doesn't work out, then they'll resort back to traditional methods to get rid of the roaches that they released into your house. But they say all the treatment will be family and pet safe. So I mean, still no go for you.
That's a whole no go, bro. First of all, you release 100 cockroaches into any household for 30 days. It's not gonna be 100 cockroaches anymore. It's gonna be like maybe 1,000. Maybe not 1,000. Probably over exaggerating, but it's still gonna be a lot more than 100 for sure. And then cockroaches survive a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So it's gonna be one of those things that what if the traditional ways don't kill cockroaches all the time
right?
either. So they can get into small crawl spaces and stuff that they'll probably never be exposed. I just don't know. I hate cockroaches.
Yeah, same, bro.
I don't think any amount of money is gonna be like, yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, I wonder they're like gonna be like the fully grown ones or like babies.
Right? That's a good
or
question.
Like a mixture or like.
And do I gotta live here?
I assume so. Like they probably do want you to live there just so they can like.
Why don't they just get test houses and just furnish the test house and use that for testing purposes? Why do I have to use my house?
That it's because the housing market, bro.
Man, waking up with a cockroach on your chest or in your food,
bro. Yeah, you would have to like. Even like if you had time to prepare for your unexpected or your guests, like I don't know, they're still gonna get places you don't want them to be.
Yeah, and like, how do I? If I see a cockroach, can I kill it?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering too. Like you just gotta let it chill there.
It's like, it's part of the experiment.
I don't know. I feel like they just want you to act how you normally would for the experiment, just so nothing is like skewed or anything.
Yeah, but still, man, 100. Why 100?
Still,
why not 10? Maybe. Why not one lonely roach? Figure it out. Why 30 days?
Would you want them longer?
No, I said it was like shorter. Like, why could it be like a week or 30 days, man? That's a long time.
Well, maybe they're saying like if they're still around in 30 days.
That doesn't make sense because like it says the trial will last for about 30 days.
I don't know. Well, I mean, hopefully they don't. Hopefully they're all gone by 30 days, though, right? Like, because
if any treatment takes
Yeah,
30
that's what I'm
days
saying.
to clear the house out,
then
it's a failure to begin with. When the traditional way can kill them in like hours. It doesn't make sense to go through a 30-day trial period of killing roaches when I could just do the original way and, bomb the house, whatever it needs to be, and literally be good of roaches. Ugh, I hate roaches, bro.
bro, with a passion.
Roaches are the worst creature. They have no purpose in life.
So like, no amount of money.
No, I hate roaches, bro. I couldn't do it.
Like $1 million, not even $1 million.
No, would you do it for $1
Nope.
million? Okay, then. No, $1 million. No, I hate roaches, bro. Like I cannot stand roaches.
I could just picture the company just coming in with like a barrel and just throwing the roaches.
They just close the door. They just close the door. You'd be like, hey, good luck. Fuck that, bro. Oh my god, I would hate that. That would be the worst. Here you go.
Right. And it talks about how like the treatment's like friendly or family and pet safe, but like I don't know, cockroaches in general can be like not that safe. Like especially when you have pets or kids or whatever.
Bro,
it's like
cockroaches survive atomic bombs. I don't. Nothing puts more fear to me than a cockroach, and then it starts flying. You want to hear me scream like a little girl? That's the way to do it.
Right, like you see it on the wall, like slowly, like okay, let me go get a shoe.
That's the worst, and then it's gone.
It's gone.
Oh man, nothing's worse than where you see an insect or a bug or a creature, and you come back and it's no longer there, and you're just like, all right, well, let me close this door.
This is why I keep Lucy around. She's supposed to like eat all the bugs or like at least kill them.
Does she?
She kills a good amount, yeah. Well, not. I don't have a insect infection.
He has an infestation.
No, but there's been some times where like, especially like around the front door, she'll kind of like just be patting stuff over there. I was like, what is she doing? And you go and see like just a small little like roly poly or something.
Ain't she killing a roly poly? Roly polies are so harmless.
Right.
You literally hit them, they'll just roll up and you just throw them outside. She's out here.
Whack a roly poly.
What a bully.
So any homeowners out there who are willing to try this,
sacrifice their house for
reach out to this company. 2000, but I feel like 2000 is pretty low number though.
Oh hell yeah.
Like I know it's a lot to ask for, but
it should be like we'll offer you $2,000 if the trial works, but we'll buy your house if the cockroaches take over. Like if the infestation takes over, we'll buy the house.
Right.
That is a plan I would probably I still probably wouldn't do it.
Nah, yeah.
It's not worth it.
Any plan with roaches involved is a no go.
I'd be like, yeah, you can use my house, and then just like don't live there for the whole 30 days. I'll let y'all in. But yes, no roaches for me. But moving on to our next story. Vic, do you like Scooby-Doo?
Bro, I love loved. Because like when I was a kid, the Scooby-Doo was everywhere in my room. It was a Scooby-Doo room. Like I had like a little shelf and like it was stuffed with like stuffed animals from Scooby-Doo.
Okay.
Had a poster. I went to go see them live. Well, not like like they had like a little performance. It was live. I was a pretty big fan of Scooby-Doo.
Okay. Vic was like Scooby-Doo. Vic's nickname when he was younger was Scoobert. Well, if you like Scooby-Doo, they have the mystery machine from the Scooby-Doo listed for Airbnb if you want to go,
That actually would be kind of cool. I'm pretty sure it's probably hella expensive, but
well, the iconic mystery machine van from the 2002 live-action Scooby-Doo film is available for 3 overnight stays in Southern California on Airbnb. So if you want to spend 3 days out there, it's only 3 days only.
I know, right? So it's like That's the only time it's available.
That's what it seems like.
To the highest bidder or what?
I don't know. That's a good question. So it says Airbnb announced the mystery machine is being listed for 3 one night stays. So it's not even you get to stay there for 3 nights. It's one night for 3 days. So it's being listed for 3 one night stays on June 24th, 25th, and 26th to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the movie's release. Can you believe that's been 20 years?
I know.
We're getting old.
Jesus.
2022 is when that movie was released.
Bro.
So it says the van is decked out with 2002 throwbacks, including a Sugar Ray album with a portable CD player, a lava lamp, and a vintage TV for a late night viewing of Scooby Doo.
Like that's the only thing you can watch on it, bro.
They're like, yeah, there's nothing else. Netflix, no. You got Scooby Doo.
What do you have? The second one at least.
Do you have the other Scooby Doo movies? You got the cartoon? It's like, no, this is the movie.
Like Cyber Chase or what was it? There's some Scooby Doo movies.
There's a couple of Scooby Doo movies out there.
Yeah,
but maybe because it's only one night anyway, so maybe that one movie is supposed to suffice you. I don't know. And it says the stay also comes with meals and snacks, mystery games, and a virtual greeting from the host Matthew Leonard, who plays Shaggy in the movie and its sequel. This person said, I've been channeling Shaggy since the live action adaptation in 2002, and he's been a part of me ever since. Well, that was actually Shaggy who said that. Leonard said in an Airbnb announcement, he said, I can't wait to welcome guests into the world of Mystery Inc., the Mystery Inc. gang, as their Airbnb host and give them a summer vacation they'll never forget. Monsters not included.
Vacation, this is the one night thing.
Yeah, it's literally a one night thing. And the fact that, look, if it's for 3 days, 3 nights only, dude, he could have showed up. Like, I don't want no virtual greeting from him. Like, nah, bro. If I'm paying this money, Shaggy better be here.
Also, wait, it's a virtual greeting from him?
Yeah, it's a virtual greeting.
Oh, what the?
It says mystery games and a virtual greeting from the host.
He could have showed up.
It's 3 days. It's 3 days. It's 3 nights, bro. Just camp outside or something. I don't know, nearby.
Right, just near, bro. Yeah.
So if you guys are interested, make sure you book starting June 16th at 1 p.m. So when this gets released, you can go and like you need to watch the episode and then go and book it.
See, it was like I thought that it was like he will actually be there. Like that's why I kind of thought it was only 3 days, so that like they can have the meeting from him. But it's virtual. Like
he's not going to be there.
I know he's not even gonna be there. That's crazy.
He said, "I got a life." What you mean? He said,
how much do you think that goes for though?
I don't know. 3 nights just for that experience, I think it's gonna be a lot of money.
Yeah, and what is California too?
Mm-hmm. I'm about to look it up.
Goes to Airbnb. But let's talk about that movie, bro. That movie was
A1.
Yeah, that movie was A1, bro. I love that movie.
I like all the Scooby Doo movies.
I know, right?
A pup named Scooby Doo.
You know, you know how like I mentioned, I was pretty big on like Scooby Doo growing up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's kind of sad because I become like a reseller now, and just thinking about like all the Scooby Doo stuff that I had, I was like, man, I probably could make some good money reselling all that. Cause I had like a whole bunch of merchandise. Like, I don't know, it was crazy. But apparently, I always like I talked to my parents. Apparently, I think they just like gave all that away.
Oh, really? And it's crazy, like to think about how much we had as kids and how much we could have made on it today. Man, we had all of the game systems and all kinds of stuff that are going for like thousands, if not millions of dollars. Right. And we were just tossing that shit, messing with it, not taking care of it.
Like, just imagine if we just bought it and just left it sealed and never touched it.
I could not imagine if my mom was to be like, "Oh yeah, don't open that."
Right. So, boy, I spent all this money on it. You better play with it.
It says you can book it for $20. It says $20 a night from Airbnb. So it's literally gonna be like first come, first serve. Like, you got to be quick.
I need everyone to go. We're all gonna try to get this.
That's crazy. Why $20? Maybe because it's the 20th anniversary.
I mean, that does make sense. Maybe they're trying to.
And maybe it's one of those things that maybe it's always available, but just for those nights is like $20.
That's possible.
There's the pictures of it. That's pretty cool.
It would be like a cool experience just in general, like regardless of Shaggy was like virtually there. I don't know, it'd just be kind of cool just check it out and like hanging there for the day or whatever.
Man, you can recreate this van yourself, Vic, and make money off of it.
This is like a lot of work.
What, to recreate the van?
Yeah.
I guess.
But you probably could though. I don't know, it's probably trademarked though. Do you think?
Probably. Just change one thing on it. It's called the Mystery Machine. Just put the Scoob Mystery Machine.
The Mystery Mobile.
Just add like a letter, change a letter or something.
It reminds me of like something I saw on TikTok. Like this guy had created like a car to look exactly like Lightning McQueen, but then he got like he was gonna get sued from Disney, and so he was like changing the name like
the Queen of Lightning.
I think it was like Thunder McKing or something.
It's all, like literally to get around copyrights. Like you literally just got to change like sometimes the smallest detail.
Yeah, the smallest detail.
It's okay. It's no longer authentic for them. But everybody knows. They know. So it says this place offers a mountain view. It has Wi-Fi, a TV, security cameras, an ocean view, free parking. Think about that. You park your car next to the van to get to stay in the van. That's hilarious.
I guess you can't drive it anywhere, huh?
I don't know. I feel like you should be able to.
You should be able to, but I highly doubt that.
I should have Shaggy driving me around.
A Fred's the one always driving, bro. Right? Well, how come Fred's always driving?
I don't know. He's supposed to be the leader. Maybe that was his lead job.
Got Scooby and Shaggy back there eating Scooby snacks, and
let's talk about how bad of a team they were. Like
they were not the dream team, bro.
They were not a dream team. Like if I was to put a team together, they would not be the people that I would be like.
Like last resort people.
Like Scooby and freaking Shaggy always got scared and ran off eating up all the food. Why would I want you on my TV eat up all the food and I can't leave you
right?
Freaking Daphne was always thirsty for Fred. Like, no, Fred was thirsty. Fred was hella thirsty.
And Daphne was always getting like and stuff she's getting caught by the ghosts and stuff.
She always get caught. Mm-hmm. And then Velma keeps losing her glasses. Like, girl, put some goggles on. Or find some wires.
Contacts or at least, right?
You keep finding your glasses. And, like, you got to be blind if you drop your glasses and you
can't
find them at all. That's the most, like, the worst team to put together.
Somehow they managed, though.
Accidentally setting up traps and stuff. But yes, but if you guys are interested, make sure you by 1:00 you have the time to go and book this. I don't know if you really want to book it one night within those 3 days because that just sounds disgusting. If you don't get that first night, I just don't feel like it's gonna be as clean the second night. It just sounds like if you get the second or third night, you're probably not gonna get the cleanest out of the bunch. Who knows? Then again, it's a small space. They may be able to go in there and clean it up. I don't know. And then, because like usually checkout time is at 11?
Yeah.
And then the next person check in is at 3. So they got 2 hours, 3 hours to kind of go in there and clean it up before you show up.
You gotta do what you gotta do. But enough about that mystery machine.
Sorry, I'm pulling my story up. Am I on the right one? Okay, yes. You want me to talk about this?
Sure, go for it.
Well, speaking about mysteries, there has been a case of a mysterious man who has been putting up signs of activism on skyscrapers to spread his message. and it's a message, not his message. So an anti-abortion activist scales skyscrapers to spread his message. So Mason Champs knew he would likely be arrested once he reached the top of the New York Times building in Manhattan on Thursday, but he knew he was at peace with that. He had been arrested just 2 days earlier after solo climbing the Salesforce Tower in San Francisco. Surprisingly, the police were nowhere to be found when he finished his climb that morning. Deschamps, why did they go by his middle name? Deschamps hightailed it out of there, racing down some 52 flights of stairs in climbing shoes before he slipped out through an emergency exit. The only physical evidence of his trespass were a couple banners Deschamps had hung above the New York Times sign, and on the front of the building, one read, "Abortion kills more than 9/11 every week." He calls himself the pro-life Spider-Man. Some days, Deschamps is a 22-year-old finance student at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, who enjoys spending his free time hunting and rock climbing. Other days he can be found scaling skyscrapers, free soloing, which is climbing without a rope or harness, and he to raise money for groups that work to convince women not to have abortions. So we're not going to really focus too much on the whole abortion thing. We got our opinions and stuff like that, and that's not for us to really go out here and talk to you guys. Hey, you have your way of doing things. That's fine. Hey, whatever. I will say this. I'm just goes into a whole spiel about it. But Vic, how do you feel about his way of putting his message out there? You feel like that him doing what he's doing makes his message more keen, to be heard?
No. First of all, I don't know. This is like the type of climbing he does. I mean, props to him for climbing and doing that. It's just like, that's crazy.
It's dangerous as hell.
It's hella dangerous. I feel like he does enjoy climbing, like just in general. Besides, climbing to put out a message. Like, I feel like he just enjoys climbing in general.
Mm-hmm. Well, you have to. You do this kind
right.
of stuff.
But I feel like this anti-abortion sign that he put up, I don't think it's gonna change anyone's mind. Especially with something like abortion, people have the mindset on whether they're for it or not.
Mm-hmm.
It's like this sign you put up there, no matter how high you put it up, it's not gonna change anyone's opinion. But like I said, I feel like he just enjoys climbing in general. So I mean, if he finds enjoyment out of climbing, and
kudos to him.
Yeah.
Well, I think about it. The sign is super small too. On this
I was kind of wondering that. Especially depending on how high you went up,
it doesn't look like he went up that many stories before he just hung up the sign.
Right, so, and then I don't know if it's too high up and it's small, you can't really see that much. I mean, and you can't really climb that high with a big ass sign.
Exactly. So,
and they said he had a couple different signs too, right?
Well, he had from this video, he only had two signs, and one was the abortion kills more than 9/11 every week, and then one was just like a picture of a baby.
Oh.
It seems like it's a very blurry picture because they have to zoom in to see it. So if I have to zoom in to see your sign, the message is probably not getting across too well. But hey, man, you want to risk your life and try to get your message out there, by all means do it. I don't think it's the safest way to go about it, but hey, there are a lot of people that love to just climb stuff. And
yeah, I mean, like I said, props to him. Props to anyone who can climb without a rope or a harness.
Hey. But just
I'm scared to get on a ladder.
What I feel like it might tip over.
Right? Hey, someone hold this shit for me.
But going a little bit more into the story, just on what's more just going back into it. So his chosen type of activism tends to get him into trouble, of course. Before he was arrested in San Francisco, he was arrested while climbing the Aria Hotel in Las Vegas last summer. He was protesting COVID restrictions on that climb. He said climbing has a history of not asking permission. We have, I guess, an outlaw tradition. So we tend not to ask permission. We tend to just do what our hearts tell us to do. When he climbs these buildings, he does so without the aid of protection ropes. Even with a slight miscalculation or poor placement of hand, it can result in falling to one's death. That being the case, Deschamps carefully chooses what buildings to climb. He said, when you climb skyscrapers, he says, you have to pick out something that's realistic and way under your skill level, because you don't want to be 600 feet without a rope and then start doubting yourself. That would really suck. That would be the moment to doubt yourself. During the climb, Deschamps picks out a spot to stop and rests every 10 feet or so. He doesn't view the climb as a 1,000-foot endeavor. Instead, he sees it as many small accomplishments. So, yeah, there's that.
Yeah, I will say, I mean, at least the type of activism he is doing is like peaceful, non-violent. The only person in danger here is him.
He puts himself in danger.
So, I mean, props to him for doing that and not like, screaming in people's faces. And it's just a peaceful way to try to get your message out. Though I don't really think it does anything.
Yeah, I don't think it's that effective. I don't think people are like, look at that man climbing this building. Let's listen to him. He knows better. He knows what we need.
Right. I mean, it's not effective, but neither is yelling at people. So there you go.
So do you feel like it's like ironic that, he's breaking the law to tell people to stop breaking the law? He's trying to make a law that he feels like people are breaking.
I can see. Yeah, I get what you mean.
Like, you're breaking this law to climb these buildings free soloing, and then for people to not have abortions and turn, you're risking your life.
No, I get what you mean, but I know he talks about, he thinks it's morally wrong, whatever. I mean, like you said, we're not gonna get into all that, but like, I don't think he really cares about breaking the law. But I get what you're saying, though. Yeah, that's funny.
I want to break the law so other people cannot break the law.
But moving on from that, let's talk about dogs.
What up, my dog? That's kind of lame, I know. Sorry, you guys.
This is what I feel like. That's what this dog might have said, though. So this dog broke into a Tennessee couple's house and snuggled her way into their bed. So Julie and Jimmy Johnson are no strangers to dogs. They have 3 of their own that regularly sleep in their bed with them in their house in Southeast Tennessee. But recently, the couple woke up to find a large tan dog sandwiched between them that was not one of their own. You can see light coming into our curtains into our bedroom, and I feel my husband not just roll over, but kind of startled, like almost a jump over, and it woke me up, Julie said. And in a quiet but stern voice, he said, "Julie, whose dog is this?"
Why you make it sound like he made it sound like, whose condom is this? Whose underwear are these?
These ain't mine. Julie was admittedly confused, thinking it was, of course, one of their 3 dogs. But then she rolled over, locked eyes with Jimmy, only to find an unknown dog in bed with them. My husband just went to kind of pull the blankets up a little bit, almost like they were going to protect him. And at this point, the dog got even farther up our pillows and snuggled in and was just 100% content being there. It didn't take much time after that to realize that the strange dog was not a threat, but instead a cuddle bug and maybe a bit of a bed hog as it pushed the Johnsons to both sides of the king bed.
I'm dead. You had to get off my bed.
Right? So yeah, they eventually took some pictures and posted them on social media. They were able to find the owner, who apparently this dog just kind of like got free when they were walking him. Or walking her, my bad. I don't mean to misgender a dog.
You better not.
Well, yeah, I mean, they were all cool about it. These the people, they thought it was kind of funny. They ended up eventually they ended up all having like a play date with the other 4 dogs or other 3 dogs. So it's a heartwarming story, but still, it's still kind of like, how would you feel if you woke up and there's a dog in between you and Kayla, and you don't even have dogs, bro?
That would be weird as hell. First of all, that'd be super weird. But like in their situation, they have dogs that already sleep with them. And it's just, that dog was like, hey, I want to get into some of that action, and you gotta just help yourself out there. So, I'm glad it all turned out well, and that the dog was friendly and not like aggressive, like attacked him. Hey, what are you doing here? Like,
oh yeah, like also like I'm glad the dog wasn't too overly friendly, but like licking their face and whatnot. And,
yeah.
or some dogs get excited and start peeing. Could you imagine?
Oh yeah.
Ooh. Like it's one thing to have your own dog pee on your bed or something, but some random stranger's dog.
I don't want any dog peeing on my bed.
I don't either, but like I'm saying, like if it was your dog, it'd be
it's not okay.
Slightly less bad.
No, it's still horrible. I don't care whose dog it is. I don't want nobody's. I don't want my dog. I don't want my kid. Sorry, it wouldn't make anything better. There's no situation where if your kid if my kid pees on my bed, that's okay. But if your kid pees on my bed, I would beat his ass. Like, that's not how that works.
That's what low key. That's kind of one of my fears as like a father. Like when I'm like at someone's place and I'm changing her,
like she may just let go.
Yeah, I was like, oh Jesus. But luckily we have like a little thing where we change her on just in case that does happen.
Mm-hmm. Which if that ever happened, I'm pretty sure anybody would be like,
"Oh, you just said you'd be my kid."
No, I didn't say I'll beat your kid. I was just saying that's not right. Like, if I was gonna beat your kid, I would beat my kid.
No, I know what you mean though, but still.
But I know I'm not beating kids. Like, chill out. Don't be trying to report me because something I was joking about.
No, but for like, how do you feel about this dog situation? If this happened?
Well, in my situation, I'd be weird as hell.
Right?
I don't know. I like dogs and stuff, and I know there's different types of dog owners out there. There's some dog owners who are like, are pet owners. Let me not even just say dog owners. Pet owners who are very okay with their pets and stuff sleeping in their beds or being on couches and stuff like that. Me personally, I don't think I would be that type of pet owner. I don't know if I would want my dog in my bed. It's just one of those places that it's not okay for me personally.
Yeah, I don't know about like a dog. Depending on the type of dog for me, honestly, because Lucy, I don't mind if she's in the bed with us, but I don't know. How do you feel about cats? Is that kind of same thing with cats, or
probably the same?
Yeah, I mean,
think it's
I
just
get
pets
you.
in general for me. Like other stuff, it's okay. Like for certain things, I'm not saying they gotta be restricted to anything, but there's certain stuff that I would not want them on. I would be like, I would have them a nice little bed and stuff for themselves. Like, hey, this is your spot. It's just I don't know if I would want my pet in the bed.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I it's totally understandable. Yeah. But I mean, I personally don't mind my pet in my bed.
And cats don't really shed as much. Like
but that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't mind my pet because it's a cat. I'm not sure how I feel about a dog. Just depending on what kind of dog it was.
Mm-hmm. Small dog, maybe. It was like a little small dog. But other than that, I wouldn't want no giant Rottweiler in my bed.
Right. It's like,
one got a great
starts
Dane.
drooling a lot of stuff. It's like, and I roll over and like this drool, like,
you got a whole Great Dane. You're just chilling in your bed.
Speaking of pet owners, let me ask you this question about something that happened this weekend. So we were at the bar or at Face concert, right? How do you feel about that guy who came in with 4 dogs?
Well, the place allowed dogs.
Yeah, they did allow dogs.
They were pet friendly, so I can't say anything about it. Like, if that's what they allowed, then that's what they allowed. But man, he had 4 giant huskies, and those dogs were shedding everywhere. I seen him at a point in time. He was literally taking the hair off one of his dogs and putting it on the counter, and I was like why? That's disgusting, bro.
I know, right? I don't know. I just feel like the place did allow dogs, but I just feel like this is one of those things where he pushed the limits. Yeah, like I probably shouldn't do this, but you guys allow dogs, so I'm coming in anyways.
Yeah, but the dogs were friendly, but they did shed a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I feel bad for that owner who had to clean that up.
Yeah,
that hair was everywhere. But yeah, but if you guys ever get a husky, just know they shed a lot.
Yeah, but it was just a weird thing. Like, this guy came in with 4 dogs, and
it was like he was like, that for me. That's not even the weirdest part. Was that he had 4 dogs. The weirdest part was when you touch the dog, he would give you the story on the dogs.
Yeah.
So all these dogs are rescue dogs. All for the husky rescue dogs, and there was one dog that jumped on me, and he was like, "Oh yeah, she was gonna be put down a week ago." What? I was like, "Sir," so like I did not need to know that information at this very moment. But they're all great dogs. But he was like, "Yeah, at each point, one of these dogs were gonna be put down." And I guess
he said like euthanasia like at least 10 times, bro.
Oh, easily 10 times.
We should make that a drinking game.
But yeah, but the dogs were really good dogs.
Yeah, I mean, like they were not friendly dogs. They were nice.
And they was just chilling.
It was just
it's a very culture change
yeah.
type thing. Like to see all them dogs like that, if it was like a dog park.
Yeah, and I feel like he almost like walked in like, oh, like naturally, like, oh, what's wrong? Like,
yeah, it seems like something that he probably does.
Yeah, I feel like he does probably do that pretty often.
So, but hey, but speaking of dogs, our next story has to do with another dog, where this dog was caught on camera activating a stove, causing a house fire. I sound like I'm like talking like a news anchor, causing a house fire. So June 13th, security cameras inside of a Missouri home recorded the moment a dog turned on the kitchen stove, starting a fire that severely damaged the house. The Kansas City Fire Department and Southern Fire Protection District responded to a house fire in Rise Lake neighborhood of Parkville, and they rescued 2 dogs who were the only occupants of the structure at the time of the fire. Firefighters reviewed security camera footage inside the home and discovered one of the dogs had stood up on its hind legs and investigated a pan on the stove and inadvertently turned on the heat. Investigators said that the pan still had food in it from the previous meal, and heat had caused a grease fire about 8 minutes after the canine activated the stove. The dogs were not injured, but the damage to the home was severe. So, Vic, are you afraid that Lucy will ever set the house on fire?
Set the house on fire? No. Partially because on my stove, like 2 of the things don't work. So it's she has a 50% chance there. But no, I mean, I don't think she would start a fire. Just because, I don't know. I don't think she would.
I was like, but in this case, can you blame the dog though? Because you left
the food out
on the stove, and obviously you leave food out. Dogs are going to do what dogs do, and they're going to, whether it's be nosy or
I know what you mean. Like this, the only reason he turned on the stove was because the food was
he didn't just go up there and be like,
well, it's just a little cold and warm it up first. No, but like the only reason he hopped on the stove was to investigate this food, right? So I mean, they left the food out. I guess it is kind of on the homeowner. I mean, the dog's just a dog, bro.
Yeah,
like, you can't really blame him. Which I mean, it kind of sucks because like this dog causes fire, and he has no idea. Like he probably, I don't know if dogs really understand like what he did.
Time to put him down. That's fucked up. It's just like, I burned down my home. I burn you down.
But they got 2 other dogs, right? They good.
Yeah. Well, they had 2 dogs in total, I believe.
Oh, well, they got another dog.
Dang. Vic moves on fast. You heard it here.
No, but I'm not worried about Lucy starting a fire. But there's some things that, I get worry about as a pet owner.
Yeah. Like what?
I mean, she did fuck up my laptop once. I mean, that was on me too, right? Because I left the water there.
Yeah, you left the water there.
I mean, but
she also threw up on your bed.
Yeah, I think that was partially. I think that was because I think she ran out of food and she tried to eat like some other stuff, and I think that's what made her throw up. So that's, I guess, I don't know. I feel like it's on me too.
Neglecting. Okay, well, it sounds like Peter look for Vic because he out here neglecting pets.
And after that, she didn't eat for a week. No, I'm just kidding. But I don't know. Pets be doing whatever they want when you're not there, bro.
Honestly. My thing is too, like, they had a camera, so like I wonder if the camera was one of those cameras you could just like look at on your phone, or if it was just literally just a security
that
camera.
Was like, bro, like you see him turn on the fire, you can't tell him to turn it off.
Well, like some cameras, say for instance, like our Ring camera, we could talk to people through it.
Yeah, so, I mean, but I don't think he would understand. Hey, bro, to turn off the stove.
If you yell at it like through the camera, I'm pretty sure that dogs get spooked or whatever.
Oh, but if he already turned it on,
well, if he's already turned it on,
fucked
that's something else. But like, if
yeah,
you did see you turn it on, you could at least have called, whether it's police or somebody before the house burned down, basically.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, I get what you're saying, but also like that whole burned in like 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Imagine you 10 minutes away.
Well, the fire had started in 8 minutes. I don't think it
I
burned the house down.
I wonder what was left on the stove, like, and I guess he turned it up on high.
I'm pretty sure
for it to burn like.
It said it was still technically a grease fire. So
I guess it was like grease up and greasy.
Yeah, maybe it was just grease in a pan.
Yeah, probably, because I know a lot of people like kind of just leave that there.
Mm-hmm.
That would suck.
I don't know. With pets, you got to be a little bit more,
Yeah, like after
cautious.
having Lucy, yeah, you definitely have to be more cautious.
Yeah, crazy.
They curious.
But shoot, it looks like that's our last story for the podcast. We're getting close to our hour mark. So, but thank you guys for tuning in and checking us out. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification, and make sure like the video, share it, comment. We like to hear what you guys think. How do you like the episode? What do you like about it?
What don't you like?
What don't you like about it? Talk to us. So we do have one of our friends that kind of reached out to us and kind of suggested a change that we're gonna probably be trying to implement pretty soon. How soon? I don't know. Me and Vic are talking about it. But yeah, so yeah, we listen. We just gotta talk to us.
We hear you out.
As long as you hear us out. But other than that, Vic, you have any closing remarks?
Yeah, follow us on Twitter and Instagram at nowhearmeout.kv.
KV.
Email us any stories, suggestions, feedback. I forgot I say something else. Questions. There you go.
Didn't ask that question?
Did I? Anyways, regardless, email us whatever you feel like. Just say hey or something. At nowhearmeout.kv at gmail.com. And follow us on YouTube at Chris and Vic, (NHMO).
NHMO.
Leave us that 5-star on Apple.
5 stars.
And follow me on TikTok at weirdvic_flips. And follow the podcast at Now Hear Me Out Podcast.
And you guys can follow me on Instagram at BeastModeChris, where the E's are 3s. That's BeastModeChris, the E's are 3s. And we appreciate you guys checking us out. And we'll catch you guys next week. We out of here. Peace.